Save your life. And with me to help show us that all is Suzette. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, you know your blood pressure?
Yes.
Is
I had a reading Wednesday was about 137/92.
137. So you're right on the edge.
Yes.
So, what do you think is the reason for your high blood pressure or borderline high pressure?
There's a few reasons. Hereditary on my dad's side, stress from work, and overweight.
Come on over. Let me show you. I don't want to sugarcoat what the importance of high blood pressure really is. So, this is typically what ends up happening over the years when we have high blood pressure. We'll begin to build up some plaque in here, and feel that. You see, it's a little bit mushy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that plaque is often soft. It's not very stable, but it leaves enough room still so that if you pour this down, go ahead and pour this with me. Pour that down there, okay? And the blood, the blood vessels, these are blood cells, they get tied up a little bit, but over time they make it through there. So you might have a little bit of a mild symptom, but you won't know much. What ends up happening over time, though, with high blood pressure, is this plaque begins to get larger and larger and larger. And it begins to grow like that. You see that? And as that grows like that, eventually it clogs up that artery completely. Now try to pour these down there. Okay. And see what happens. And as I pour it down there, you'll see that now, unfortunately, nothing gets through. So this particular problem manifests itself in this area, which we're going to talk about a lot. We're going to put these purple gloves on. Okay. This is one of the best specimens that we have ever seen for this problem. All right. So I'm going to show you what happens in a real organ when we have high blood pressure. Okay. This is the organ that takes the hit most often when your pressure's high. The kidney.
Oh.
Go ahead and feel that and describe that to everybody.
Hard, spongy, and slimy a little.
No slimy. It's about the size of your fist, roughly.
Yes, right? Yes.
Ready to get your mind blown?
I think so. Oh, my.
These are two kidneys which have been damaged by high blood pressure. Kidneys are supposed to look like this.
Wow.
See how they've shriveled up here?
Yes.
Can you all appreciate that? A lot of folks don't realize they got this problem until a doctor calls and says, you have to go on kidney dialysis. Oh. Or get a kidney transplant.
Oh, I thought it was the heart that would be affected, but wow.
So, I've got 3 key tips to fighting high blood pressure. You already tipped me off on one of them, which is to maintain a healthy weight. Okay. And it makes a big difference. You also know salt's important.
Yes.
Not for everybody, but for most people, it's a pretty important first step to take. But easy to do. It turns out that monitoring yourself at home is hugely valuable. Now, a recent study found that at-home monitoring blood pressure is not only as good as your doctor's office measurements, it might be better sometimes. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because you can do it at different times of the day. You can check it in the morning and the evening, because we're different hormonally in the mornings and the evenings. Sometimes our blood pressure is lower at one time and higher at others, and other days it's the opposite. And everyone here is different in this regard. So we want to actually figure this out. So come sit over here. Okay. I'm going to use you your arm as a demonstration here. So I'm going to put this on. Let me turn that off for 1 second. Okay. So this is very easy to do. If everybody, you grab these things with one finger on where the white nubbin is. You put it over the arm. You put the blue in the middle part of your arm. That's where your artery is. Okay. That's where the pressure is going to be. Then you wrap it around. Seem pretty simple?
Very simple.
Doesn't take very long. You just press start. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that. Right? So you sit here now. I want you generally to be sitting down for a few minutes before you take this test. And then it's going to do a couple things. One, it'll tell you if your heart rate's irregular, which is really important. The other thing that this does, what I love, is it'll store your blood pressures for 60 readings. Oh. You can do this for a couple times a day for a few weeks and take all that information to your doctor, and they'll be able to say, you know what, it's interesting, your blood pressure's always really high in the morning, maybe you're eating the wrong thing for dinner, or maybe something's stressing you out, your blood pressure's bad at night. So you can begin to put the pieces together to figure out the puzzle. Okay. Huh. Can you read your blood pressure?
177 over 108. It's the lights.
They're not that bright.
Wow.
That's different from what you told me.
That's very different. Wow. I don't know what happened. I guess I need to go see my doctor and get those pills.
Well, you may be stressed out now, and I had you walk in here, and this is not the most relaxing environment, but I wouldn't want to walk around with that blood pressure. But if you have 3 readings that come back like that, you need to get this taken care of quickly.
Okay.
Now, Karen's in our audience. Where's Karen?
Hi.
Hey, Karen.
Hi, Dr. Oz. How you doing?
So Karen you can stand, Karen, if you don't mind. But Karen was in our audience, and earlier you got actually one of these take-home devices, and you used it. How did it work for you?
It works very well. And as soon as my blood pressure goes up, I relax, I do some yoga, and it brings my blood pressure down. It really is a tremendous help.
All right, here's what we're going to do. So our friends at Omron are giving Suzette and everyone in the audience an at-home blood pressure monitor. And guess what? Viewers at home, you go to DoctorOz.com and download a $10 coupon good for any Omron blood pressure monitor that you want. So use it, check it for yourself and the people that you love. Be right back.
See what America's buzzing about. The Dr. Oz Show is the #1 talk show in the country. Don't miss your appointment. And coming up tomorrow on Dr. Oz, is 40 too old to have a baby?
How long is too long to wait?
Medical miracle or dangerous gamble? The Dr. Oz debate.
70% of all IVF cycles fail.
I've treated a woman who's 56.
I would say don't do it.
That's coming up tomorrow.
All right. Egg white breakfast sandwiches from Tim's.
Look at us starting the new year off right.
Egg whites.
Okay, a song by Paul Beckman, Polyamble Song, created January 26, 2012. This song is going to be called 3 Ways to Avoid High Blood Pressure. Sorry about that, that's the Tourette syndrome thing I got. I make sounds and I don't try to do them. I don't do them consciously, they just occur. Using guitar chords B minor, C, and G. Well, there are 3 ways, count them 3. Well, there are 3 ways, count them 3. If you want to lower your blood pressure, make it less high. It'll improve your health and kidneys. I think it would be a good idea, and there's only 3. Count them now, count them now, count them with me. Watch your weight, taking less salt, hey. Take your own blood pressure at home several times throughout the day. Well, those are 3 ways now, yeah, to combat and avoid high blood pressure. To combat and avoid high blood pressure. Healthier and get your weight down now. Taking less salt in your diet every day. Take your blood pressure so you know where it's at, and you'll be able to learn how to lower it. Hey, yeah. Tell your doctor to pinpoint causes why it's higher at times. Maybe it's because of stress or emotional times. The food you eat or something, you can pin it down right. Hey, you want to lower your blood pressure, or you want to lower your high